In a deal that's set to trigger a battle for the future of gaming and the metaverse, the Satya Nadella company is acquiring gaming firm Activision Blizzard for a whopping $68.7 billion. Activision is a US-based game developer of famous games like Call of Duty, Candy Crush and Warcraft, among others. Tech Today editor Ayush Alawadi joins in with details of what this deal really means. Ayush, it's a massive acquisition, and while these games are immensely popular, tell us what it's really all about. Is it a gamble for winning the metaverse race, or is it more to do with Microsoft's battles against Facebook and even Sony?
Spot on, Abha. Actually, it's a mix of both. There's two plays out here, two strategy plays. There's one big play in the metaverse and the second one when it comes to gaming. Now, Microsoft clearly wants to take on Facebook or Meta and Sony when it comes to the gaming space. But what's important to note over here is that this makes it one of the biggest tech deals ever, makes Microsoft now the third biggest gaming company, so to speak. And there's a lot of complications when it comes to how Activision will now operate once the deal does go through. And I'll issue a few clarifications out there that have come from the company as well. But what's clear with this is that Microsoft is crafting its own path for the metaverse. What Meta is doing is different. What the other companies are doing is different. Epic is doing is different as well. The metaverse, and a lot of believers of the metaverse say that, well, gaming companies like Epic and games like PUBG and Fortnite actually preceded the metaverse as a concept. Now, the jury is out on that. But when it comes to the tech giant Microsoft actually purchasing, well, and going ahead with this deal, the tech giant has actually tried to buy TikTok before, but they don't have much of a presence in the social media space. They purchased LinkedIn in 2016 for around $26 billion, and the jury's still out on that, but they're pulling in nearly $10 billion on that particular acquisition every year, and that's the closest they get to the social networking space. In India, if we look at Facebook, which is their nearest competitor, Facebook has nearly 350 million users. LinkedIn has 82 million, just after, India features just after America in that list. And India is by far the largest market in terms of an audience size for Facebook, the second largest for LinkedIn. In terms of what Facebook is trying to do in terms of penetrating the Indian market, we need to realize that geo platforms is something that they have invested in, nearly $5.7 billion. And with that, they hope to leverage the geo network and the strength and the reach of that network to reach out to more Indian households, gamers, and the like. But when it comes to the gaming space, you mentioned Sony, and that is a worthy competitor because for gamers, it's always been Sony versus Microsoft, Microsoft Xbox versus the Sony PlayStation network. Both of them have been putting in millions of dollars when it comes to acquiring companies to build on their cloud gaming departments. Now, Activision Blizzard, which is a leading game developer, has nearly 400 million monthly active players in nearly 200 countries. So they're massive when it comes to that space. They have games like Call of Duty, Warcraft, and even Candy Crush, which a lot of us have played on social networks before. What does this mean for that? Because Activision has their titles on Sony devices and on Microsoft devices as well. So Indian gamers are quite crazy about these games. And does that mean that in the coming years, Activision would pull off those titles from the Sony PlayStation network? Well, it remains to be seen. But for now, this is one of the biggest deals in the gaming community, and all of us from the gaming community and tech enthusiasts are watching with bated breath to see how this unfolds over the coming years and days to come.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us on that mega acquisition, Ayush.